Last time Jesus wrote to Thyatira, and he told the faithful few there to hold fast to what they had until he came. He promised them the morning star. Now he turns to a church with the opposite problem: no scandal, no false prophet, a spotless reputation, and a famous name. Everyone believed this church was alive. Preachers praised it, neighbors admired it, and Jesus walks in, looks past the name on the door, and says the one word nobody expected: dead. Sardis was a legend. It sat on a high cliff with sheer rock walls falling away on three sides, a natural fortress the world believed could never be taken. The people slept easy behind those cliffs. And twice in its history, Sardis fell. Both times at night. Both times because the watchmen on the walls grew so sure of themselves that they simply stopped watching. An enemy climbed the rock in the dark while the city slept and walked in through the front gate. Sardis was a city that fell asleep at the top of the world. And its church had done the very same thing. Jesus introduces himself to each church with the name they need. To Sardis he says, "These things says he who has the 7 spirits of God and the 7 stars, the one with the fullness of the Spirit, the one who holds their pastors in his hand." And then the diagnosis, sharp as a blade. "I know your works, that you have a name, that you are alive, but you are dead." A name, a reputation. On paper, a thriving church, busy, respected, known across the whole region, and underneath the reputation, no pulse. Jesus is not fooled by the name on the door. Then the command: be watchful and strengthen the things which remain, that are ready to die. Something was still alive in Sardis, but barely, flickering, almost gone. Wake up, guard it, strengthen it before it dies. Remember therefore how you have received and heard. Hold fast and repent. And then, the warning that would have chilled every citizen who knew their own history. Therefore, if you will not watch, I will come upon you as a thief, and you will not know what hour I will come upon you. Twice this city was taken in its sleep. Jesus tells the church, do not make it 3. But even here, Jesus finds gold. You have a few names even in Sardis who have not defiled their garments. A few names. Not the crowd, not the reputation. A handful of people who kept their garments clean while the whole church drifted into sleep. Jesus knows them one by one. He always does. And to them he makes a promise the rest lets slip away. They shall walk with me in white, for they are worthy. In a church the world called alive and heaven called dead, a faithful few were the real thing, and he saw every one of them. Here is the mirror, and it is a hard one. It is possible to have a name that you are alive and be dead. A church can have the crowd, the music, the reputation, the history, and have no pulse under it. And so can a person. You can be known as a believer. You can have the right words, the profile that says faithful, the seat you have always sat in, and be sound asleep on the inside. Going through the motions. Coasting on who you used to be. Sardis is the warning that God does not read your reputation. He checks for a pulse. And he is not fooled by the name on the door. But there is a promise for the one who wakes up and overcomes. He who overcomes shall be clothed in white garments, and I will not blot out his name from the book of life, but I will confess his name before my Father and before his angels. 3 gifts in one breath. A white garment, clean and unstained, the wedding clothes of heaven. A name that stays written in the book of life, never erased. And Jesus himself speaking your name out loud before the Father and before the angels. The one who saw you sleeping will one day say your name in glory. So here is where we land. If you have never given your life to Jesus, do it today. Not a reputation, not a name on a roll. Real life, the resurrection life that only he can give. If you already know him, tell somebody. Tell someone coasting on who they used to be that Jesus is calling them to wake up while there is still a flame to save. Walk in the purpose God gave you. Live more like Christ. Be watchful. Strengthen what remains. Keep your garment clean. and let the one who holds the 7 stars find you wide awake. Next time, we come to Philadelphia, the church of the open door that no man can shut. That is coming in episode 9.